Hello everybody, mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
We get a lot of questions, and every time we go to an area, we're always asking, what's the price per square meter on land? We're always very interested. And so it always brings up two questions. So today we're going to answer them. The second question I'm going to start with first, and that is, you guys are foreigners. Why are you lying to people? You can't buy land in the Philippines. Yeah, I can't. But Bianca here eventually will have her citizenship, and then we can buy land. So let's take that out of the question right away. Often it's because they are new to our channel, just saw that video, and I'm sure it's because of that they don't realize, because everybody says you don't look half Filipino. Look at this. Look at this.
Half Filipino, half.
There you go.
Canadian.
Filipino's next top model, maybe?
No. Yeah, you never know.
Maybe, you never know.
You never know. You know. You see that Ibana, where they get that? That's in a mall.
There you go. So you got to hang around the malls? No, you don't understand. Yeah. This girl spends a fortune at the mall. No, stay away from malls at all times.
But that's a lot of mall, right?
Oh.
In Philippines.
All the malls.
Oh, yeah.
I will go to each and every mall.
I never been there because I left in my country. They have no mall. That's only Baclaran, Quiapo.
I get I'm Korean a lot.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because of the makeup. So I don't know.
There you go. The Korean makeup. Because they make the best makeup, right? And skincare?
I don't know. I don't use.
Well, that's where I heard it from. I heard it from you.
I don't use Korean makeup though, but yes, they have good skincare.
Right.
Makeup.
The TikToks tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to the first question, and it is, are you guys planning to buy land here in the Philippines? Well, let's go all the way back, rewind, right from when we were thinking about coming here to the Philippines. We always thought of a utopia for us. And that's going to be different for everybody, right? But for us, it was 1 hour outside of a city with having access to everything, us having a nice sized parcel of land, and somebody here, well, both of us, but mostly here, loves animals. Loves animals. She would, if you just wait, you can just imagine the videos in your head, okay? When you got a cow and a goat, they all got pink bows, they got their nails done.
Yes.
Like pampered, totally pampered, and it would be the most hilarious farm you've ever seen. It will look like right out of Barbie Land or something.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Hey, Barbie.
So we're not talking like a big commercial farm or anything. We're talking like a hobby farm.
Oh yeah, there's. Unless, wait, no, you know what? You know what? There's actually a study that when they were feeding rabbits and testing their cholesterol levels, they noticed that like one pair of like certain bunnies were getting actually lower cholesterol, and it's because the scientists were petting them as they were being fed. So technically, my like cattle and pigs, they would just be super healthy and super yummy,
and they'd be going for a premium price. So maybe
I'm just thinking wise business. Okay, it's about quality, not quantity.
And think of all the jobs we could create in the Philippines, where you are literally posting jobs saying cow petter.
No, that'll be my job.
I know, but if you had a lot, you might not be able to keep up. You might need a little help.
I don't know what kind of ranch we're starting.
Oh, that's what I was saying. If you want to turn it into a big commercial ranch, you could have cow petters.
I said quality over quantity.
All right, fair.
I literally just said that.
Well, married men don't listen. Anyway, so yeah, we've been looking in a lot of places for that kind of thing. And then later on, your mother has said that she wants to retire here in the Philippines.
Yeah, she wants to retire on some land. It's actually very common for a lot of Filipinos to be like, oh, I'm actually coming back. Because like everyone goes to Canada and that's the dream, especially for a lot of younger people. Anytime we meet someone in school, they're like, I'm trying to peace out.
Exactly. And she'll have been in Canada like 40 years by that time and really worked hard to earn the pension that she's going to be getting. So, you know, now she can enjoy it and get more bang for the buck and come home here. And so whatever land we were thinking of, we was like, okay, well, we're going to double the land now. And one side will be for her mother because, you know, who wants to hang out with her in-laws?
But some people do. I want to like be close with my mom, but I don't want to live in the same house as her.
Exactly. So you can have her, you know, best of all worlds. She'll be close by. She can have her own little thing. She can have her little farm because her mother absolutely agrees with Bianca. She may not paint the nails and everything else.
No, but she also, like, if anything, she'd probably end up doing most of the work. My mom was the one who wanted the farm at first, okay? And then I was just like, well, I like animals, so I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the one who actually wants
She put
to...
it into your mind, essentially.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, if you do the...
Yeah.
No, okay, I will help her. I will obviously help her. And I think it would be nice, like, because when you get retired, I find that a lot of people will, like, that I've talked to who are retired, they'll be like, I need something else to do. I can't just be retired. I gotta find a hobby. And so that'll be my mom's hobby.
Exactly. And so we were thinking, and we've been looking at a lot of lands all the way, well, from the beginning we were finding out what the square footage price, or square meter, sorry, price even on Boracay. We showed some like incredibly big properties, like 136 million US dollar properties that were astronomical. You could build one of the biggest resorts you can imagine.
Yeah, that's
there.
not for the average person.
No, and then we've shown smaller lots, those kind of things, houses that have quite a bit of property. Down here, obviously, we have seen, you know, everything from provincial, so like we loved it in San Joaquin. Even in Gimbel, we found out what like they paid for on the waterfront. Here in Iloilo, a lot of the lots that are in the subdivisions, which doesn't match the farm, but we're always very interested.
Yeah, I think it's also good to collect prices, because you always want to make an informed decision when you're going to buy something.
Exactly. You really know the range of things. Also, a lot of subscribers here are actually very interested in different things than we are. So we're happy to show you, because we take an interest and then you take an interest as well, which works for everybody. We had that one 5-acre property right here in the middle of Iloilo, and it was divided already into 10 2-acre lots or whatever. So somebody was looking to make a whole subdivision out of it.
Yeah,
you know,
you
that's beyond what we would ever, you know, that's above our pay scale type thing. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So anyway, let's get to it. This is what we won't say a plan, because a plan actually has to have, you know, exact things, but like our dream, our vision, what we're thinking of currently, that kind of thing. And that is when this lease ends in about 8 months, that maybe we will go for a piece of property. We won't have the money to buy it outright, but that's okay, because a lot of people here are happy to lease you the land, and in the lease you just put a purchase agreement in there that the purchased price of the land is already settled, and it can be purchased at any time. And therefore you don't have to fear building on it or anything, because worst case scenario, the term of your lease, which can be up to 50 years, it's all of yours, and you have that opportunity to buy it. And so we could do that and work towards it, and maybe start something small at first. You remember when we were in San Joaquin, and 150,000 plus people, by the way, watched those videos. So thank you very much, by the way, and that was only last week. And so when we were staying at that really cool resort, Igbawan? No. Something like that. Igbuluan Farm? Yeah, you'll have to check out the video. We stayed at this really cool place. It was all built out of bamboo, but with good cement foundation, right?
Yeah,
Footings.
that was really pretty. It was like a Bali-esque vibe.
Yeah, and
I really like it.
It looks like something with proper instruction. We probably can get a little help. We could build. And you imagine the videos of us trying to build this thing?
If we don't die first.
Yeah, well,
I
don't try, you don't get anywhere, right?
I don't know how to use a saw, but I would
Well,
do it.
I might have used a few saws in my life.
Actually, I've taken one woodworking class in high school, and I made a freaking wooden box. So I welded too.
Yeah.
I know how to weld. So
And solder.
I know how to solder too. I'm an electrician, a woodworker, carpenter.
Carpenter, yeah.
A car mechanic person.
Wow.
What is a welder? What is a welder?
A welder.
A welder. I have used one of those car spray painting things once.
That's something.
Jack of all
That's
trades
something.
here, okay?
Totally.
I'm learning how to make cosplay wigs. I'm basically a hairdresser at this point. Like, I'm multifaceted. I just need to learn how to finish my projects.
And because beachfront land would be very expensive, if you want a big enough land that you're going to have maybe 2 hobby farms or whatever on it, you're going to have more than,
hobby
you know,
farms?
4. Well, you might want to have one, and then your mother might have one. You might actually love it.
I do. We'll see.
Well, let's say that's up in the air then. Either way, we're talking, if you want a hobby farm, beachfront property might be way out of the price range for us.
I don't know. Have you tried cattle that's been sand running?
I don't know. I can't say. Do they feed on the sand too?
No, they just run. Like, you know, Baywatch? I'm sure the meat tastes better if they Baywatched run down the beach at least a couple times. I'm just saying.
Maybe.
There should be a study on that, okay? Like Wagyu beef, how did they get there?
There should be a study on what kind of ideas come into your brain.
How did Wagyu beef become so cool? Like, what was it? Is it because of the food they ate?
Have you ever had beach run cows?
I'm just saying, potentially, if a cow was pampered, does it taste better than an unpampered cow?
Well, that part probably, but you were talking about beach run.
I feel like that's pretty pampering, okay? Like, you know, a little sunset walk then. You don't have to run. It's supposed to be relaxing. It would be delicious.
Imagine this farm. Just imagine this farm.
In my opinion.
So we also were looking, and when we were in San Joaquin, we noticed that the rivers and the creeks there were so crystal clear.
They were pretty.
Yeah, and they're fed by the mountains, so it makes sense. The mountains are right
Yeah,
there.
there is fresh water.
And it's very fresh, clean water. There's no garbage in the water or anything like that. And another neat thing we saw, because if you want to live on the edge of water like that, you have to worry, well, what if there's a huge monsoon and everything erodes away and you get mudslides and all that stuff. And so something we saw there that was really cool is how much rock they had in the ground. And so therefore you find an area of land that has a large rock wall sort of thing. Now you're much more secure than if it was just all dirt. And so that really got us thinking that maybe we can still have waterfront, but we could have riverfront sort of thing and have like a good piece of agricultural land that we could build. And imagine like having your coffee in the morning. You got mountains over here, you can see the sea over here, and you got the sun setting or sun rising, sorry, it's the morning, and you're having your coffee and you can hear the water rushing, especially during, you know, right after rainy season, that kind of thing, down this beautiful river. I think that would be fun. Think of the fish you could catch in a freshwater river.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, so that would be really interesting for us. I think we would enjoy that kind of thing a lot. And if we can lease it first and build simple at first, that kind of thing, you can do it relatively inexpensive. So, and for all you foreigners out there, like, you can do it without the purchasing option. You can just do a 50-year lease. If you're 50 some odd years old, that'll put you over 100 years old. Go ahead and lease it, build your house of your dreams, and yeah, you won't be able to sell it, but
could you imagine living to like 110?
And you got to take care of yourself, by the way, on this land. So you might want to go to a senior center by then. But yeah, it is possible, I guess. But you could always put in a renewal period on the lease. When it ends, you have an option or something. But yeah, so there is options out there for foreigners who are looking to build their dream house at a level where, you know, a lot of people, let's be honest, don't stay in the same home for like 20 years or more anyway. A lot of people are always flipping, you know. So if you had a 50-year lease and you have a transfer allowed in the lease, well, you could build the cool house on it. After 10, 20 years ago, you know what? I want to move to the city. Maybe my health is starting to decline. You could sell the remaining part of the lease with the house that's on it. So it's pretty good. There's a lot of things you can do that people don't really realize. So, anyway, so that is what we've planned to do. I'm excited. I think we can make it happen. We have 8 months. We gotta figure out transportation in these 8 months. That's the thing. We gotta save up for that first. We need some kind of car. You can't live out in the middle of nowhere, an hour away from the city, without transportation. Plus, when you want to buy things to build and bring things in and everything, it would be nice to have something that you can, you know, get back and forth with. So I think that's priority one.
Yeah.
Just get that done, and then figure out, you know, how much is it going to cost to lease it, make sure you have that budgeted, and then save every month to put towards purchasing that land. So that's where we're at. I think it'll be a lot of fun, but I'd love to hear your comments. I'm sure there'll be some people there that are saying, I tried this, it never worked for you. I'd love to hear your experiences, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people thumbs up. I think so. So everybody wants to see your farm, and everybody wants to see your welding skills.
My farm? Oh my God. No, you know what? Okay, I love being praised, and I love being praised. And so in high school, when my teacher was like, holy crap, that weld line, because you have to test the welding, right? And then so you just take a piece of metal and you do straight lines.
Yep.
And he was like, that is freaking amazing. That compliment has stuck with me through my entire life. And so I just have this cocky mentality that I can weld.
Yeah.
I have it.
Because you had a perfect bead in high school.
Because, yeah, no, not a bead, like a line. Wait, is that what it's called? That's what. You need me to weld a freaking car together? Do you need jeepney repairs? Hit me up, okay? I know what's up.
I'm not totally without too. I worked at a company where they put me in 3 months at every department. So I did work in welding. I worked in paint shop. I worked in fab. So we did fabrication, that kind of thing. So I got a little bit. I've had a few houses, had to fix them up.
I was just kidding about my actual talent.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just saying between the two of us, I think we'll figure it out. She's very artsy. And when it comes to like crafts and stuff, she's very innovative. And she really like dives right in, figures out how to do it. So I feel very confident in her ability to do that. Even if she doesn't know, she'll figure it out. YouTube is great for that, by the way. And maybe we'll be the YouTube for a lot of people doing the same thing. You never know. Or what not to do, maybe.
I don't know what you mean. I perfect everything I do the first try. Okay?
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're coming back to our house now. We just went over there because there was a couple dogs barking and wanted to keep it relatively quiet. But I hope you guys are enjoying our vlogs. If you are subscribed, please ring that bell and we'll see you again later. Bye-bye. Oh, look how pretty.
Yeah,
Very friendly?
Wait, is it okay? Is it okay?
Oh,
You're so fluffy.
and he's so fluffy and big.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, and so excited too.
Small dog's like, what about me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they love the love.
Like making them extra hyper.
I know. Way to go.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again.